It's the Elvins podcast, medicating and having a blast, discussing some cannabis knowledge from seed to consumption. Travielli and Show Me Green have smoke taking over the scene. Hold up, is that J-Dub that just rolled up, or should I say the infusion? King, king, king.
Welcome, everybody. It's Elvins 310 Podcast. Got your boy Travioli coming at you November 2nd. That's right. This year is almost over. Also means Croptober. We got Show Me Green on the left. We got J-Dog.
Yep.
He just rolled up.
Morning.
If you didn't hear that, he just rolled up. Here we are in the studio. Sorry we didn't do a show last weekend, but we were back.
Yep.
A lot going on. What'd you think when you walked in the garage and you saw all these trees hanging, bro?
I thought Travioli's going to be in trim jail.
Oh, man, I am. I'm going the lazy route. There's going to be a lot of butter and oil made.
Oh, well, there you go.
But
yeah.
definitely all the colas are being kept. The Skunk Hero from the neighbor, that's so mandarin orange. I'm so excited to smoke it. Ready to cure it. I already broke into it. You know I can't wait that long. So what I do is I snap the branch, just to make sure it got that nice snap, not bend. Not the fatter ones, find a kind of median one, right? So It did do that. So I took that bud and smoked it this morning. Rolled a little one for us to try later.
All right. Awesome.
But going to cure the rest of it, get them terps locked in.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, trim gel. Ugh. Maybe some listeners can help.
That's an orange.
Dude, it's so mandarin orange. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I literally tear off the little tiny buds, like towards the bottom, and have people roll it just so they know, because that's breaking the heads. You don't ever want to do that to a bud you're going to save and cure. But I just wanted them to smell it and just know that taste. Why I'm so excited. I'm a sucker for that. I'm still not burned out on that orange citrus terp.
Good for you, dude. I with that Ricky's hash plant I had, I smoked so much of it. I've been burned out on it for a little while now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
It happened, and that's what we're saying. That's the difference. We're at a point now where we can get high off anything, but we have made these high levels of fucking what we need in weed, and it's not really the potency, but it's always nice, like when it comes to certain things, which we're going to touch base with concentrates later. Because that's where you get a lot of the terpenes too. Like you actually, I really respected it when you came through my old dispo and you told me that you were thinking about growing a line of this and you wanted to try some of the concentrates that we had, because you wanted to know what the flower, where what profile it was, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's a pretty smart idea to do. I mean, what's sad? It's probably hard to find and go on that search, but
You gotta kind of get lucky, honestly, for doing that. But what you can do is a lot of times terpenes are strongly associated with flavonoids, right? How they actually, whenever you're smoking, you're not tasting the terpenes, you're tasting the flavonoids from the plant. But the smell indicates the taste, the same as how whenever we eat. So if you're looking you want something that's orangey, all right, take and pull out the terpene list and find which one makes you think of orange. Like they'll say all the terpenes. They'll say which ones are associated with different foods, different.
And I'll post it on social media, so we'll make it easy for you.
Yeah.
So I'll make sure I'll make a mental note of that.
Yep. So we'll post that up. But what you can do is say you want something that's going to be orange, then you find the terpene, but what dispensaries do have is bud tenders, and a good bud tender, you can go up to and be like, hey, I want something with a lot of caryophyllene because that's supposed to taste like oranges or pepper, right? Pepper. So then, if a good bud tender, he can be like, okay, well, all the packages have the terpene percentage on them.
Like black garlic. That's one that's out there. It's got really high in caryophyllene.
So then you can take into that, and then what do you do if you want to grow a strain that's like that? You look at the breeder info, and it will tell you. He will give you a description of what that plant tastes like. Right, so then there you go. You got it narrowed down. Now you found what type of plant by strain will hopefully give you those terpenes, and there you go.
And to get started on that search, whenever you find something and you smoke it and you're like, wow, take a moment and look at that package or refer to your resources and find out why you had that wow moment. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly.
You're going to forget it because you're high. And it's going to happen. Unfortunately,
keep
when
the packaging,
keep the packaging, put a 5-star on it, 3-star, whatever,
Yep.
Like put your liking on it and just hold that bag. I would tell you, I always try keeping a little tiny bud, like a one hitter, not enough to get me high, but it's a waste. I just should always smoke it, but it's a habit. Kind of like Show Me Green's rosin. I always save the very last dab, thinking I'm going to save this for when I really, really want something. And then I forget about it, and it's so dry, and a lot of them terps have dried up. It's kind of came into a crumble, which you're like, why is he saying crumble? We're going to cover that too in a little bit. Again, just different forms of concentrates. But rosin, I love it, man.
No, same here.
And you're probably getting ready. Are you going to press any of your strawberry bowls in rosin? Have you thought about it? Or does it just take that much yield?
I have to make that decision today, actually.
Oh, damn. Look at that. It's like, are we like brothers now?
I've been debating back.
You're like, thanks for bringing that up, Travioli.
Like, it's been sitting there in the back of my head, and I've pushed off making the decision. Today is the last day that I can wait. Because when I take and harvest for rosin production or just for washing, I do a half dry. Right, which a lot of people say. So, okay, we need to just get into these concentrates and it'll explain a lot of what I'm talking about.
All right, let's go ahead and do it. So what he's talking about here is the 7 types of cannabis concentrates we're going to explain. We're going to try to figure out which one's right for you. A lot of people hit me up. They're curious. They're wondering what are cannabis concentrates. What's the mystery behind them? Buds, hash. What's the difference? From shatter to wax, each concentrate cannabis product offers a unique experience that caters various tastes and needs. Needs is in medicinal. Needs for recreational. It's whatever your needs is. There's a lot of different forms of concentrates. We probably all have our favorites. We all probably have our very much dislikes.
Yes. Yep.
Various forms of these cannabis concentrates are available, each offering unique characteristics. Popular types include cannabis oils, wax, shatters, distillates, and different concentrates differ from consistencies. Oils being liquid, waxes having semi-solid texture. Shatter is usually translucent. Concentrates can be like shatter, like glass, which is weird and crazy, and we'll dive into that here because that's probably our first one here.
Yeah.
So before we hit the shatter, I want to let everybody know, this is very potent. This is basically going to be very, very high, way more than 13%, 20%. These usually range anywhere from a low 55 to a high 99. I've seen 100%
for isolate, THC isolate.
Yeah. Wow.
Which that shit's scary because you look at that, that's like crack cocaine or something, dude. Not that I've ever seen.
I mean,
I've never seen
pure,
crack cocaine, but
purest form,
as far as like when I seen that, I'm like, that's either salt that you throw down to melt ice, or this is something we definitely are going to. And but I have used it. I liked it.
Yeah.
I had to crush it and then put it on top of a bowl with a little weed on top. But let's go ahead and hit them with shatter. So show me green. We talked a little bit before the show, and J Dog, you're familiar with shatter too?
Oh yeah, shatter's pretty.
It is. It's really pretty. So,
I mean, the shatter's like. Okay, there's a lot of pros and cons to everything. There's definitely with shatter. Shatter, it's like you guys said, it's really pretty. It is cool looking to take and look at it, right? The problems that come in that I find with shatter, pro, it's very potent.
Yeah.
It has a very high THC percentage. Okay, now for the cons. With that high THC percentage and the way that that's processed, it's cooked out the vast majority of the terpenes. There's only a subtle amount left in there.
Just very heavy.
Yes, like very, very low terpene, very heavy THC. Most of the time when you got it cooking, it tastes like THC. It doesn't have really any kind of discernible like flavor profiles or anything. I found that it's extremely generic flavor with shatter.
Usually using butane and CO2. That's definitely what I was doing in my garage back in the day before I was educated and worked in the dispos 5 years ago. I was blasting them with butane. I was trying to find the purest butane. I looked it up, researched it, and believe it or not, it wasn't that much higher than some of the cheaper butane they had. And I was blasting this shit, through the tube, watching it come out. And I was taking a blow dryer, and I kept letting the bubbles get bigger, pop them, let them sink down, trying to get all the gases out. That's why it was so dark. But yeah, it ended up looking like Freddy Krueger's face. I mean, but this is the only concentrate that you need safety glasses to fucking load your piece, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep.
You said you did find a way the best way is to put your hand on it.
Yeah, it depends on if it came in a glass container or if it came in a piece of parchment paper.
Right.
If it came in that parchment paper, good luck, man. Because as soon as you start trying to unwrap that thing and you're pulling the creases, that shatter is exploding,
Like
Yes.
and it goes
like Pop
flying
Rocks.
everywhere, man.
It does.
And next thing you know, you had a gram. You get you go for a dab and you're half gram short because it's all on the floor. You know,
Right.
like
Or you're sitting there watching a movie and you kick your feet up on the ottoman.
oh, you
And
hit,
you see
you
the
hit that
shatter-
parchment paper just.
That too, or the shatter that popped off your you didn't get to hit ended up on your sock. I've seen that
Yeah.
little piece of
Yeah.
shatter on the end of my sock. I'm
Try
like,
picking that off.
right.
You almost throw the sock out. It's game over for it.
Oh hell yeah, it's done got all kinds of stuff on it by then. Shatter usually is like I said, besides being CO2 extracted, can reach up to 90% THC.
Yeah, like I said, very high in THC side, just real low on the flavor side. So that's why I steer kind of clear shatter. I haven't messed with it in a long time.
So the next one I have on here is the old school OG name, which we all used to call it because everything was this. It was wax. It was wax. It was dabs. Before I knew the difference between anything, wax was very, very common.
Yep. It definitely resembled like wax though. Like
Like a candle wax.
Yeah, like a candle wax. It wasn't now whenever you take and you open up a jar of anything that's live or rosin, and if it'll have like a nice sheen, clear layer of oil over the top. That's your terpenes. It looks nice and wet, and
Right, yeah.
delicious.
Yeah, that sounds
wax.
good.
Wax actually looked like candle wax, and when you took and you'd go to take a dab of it, you dig in your tool and you'd have this long string that followed behind it.
Yeah.
It's pretty waxy. I haven't seen that in a really long
haven't
time
either.
either.
And it's butane and CO2 extracted as well. Whipped up consistency, that one thing. Flavor has a little bit more flavor than what terpene shatter would have. It had more of the terpene profile, cannabinoids. Lower THC than that. Easily used consumption. I mean, basically you can dab it, you can put it in your weed, you can apply it to a nail. Remember hot knives back in the day?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That would be. I don't recommend. That's the last way you should do
Don't
it.
do it.
Don't get caught with your butter knife in the oven
Yeah,
or
don't
toaster.
do that.
Definitely don't do that. Butter. Butter is another type of cannabis concentrate known for its buttery consistency. It resembles actual butter. The texture achieved through specific processing techniques. I mean, it's a long process, temperature controlled, very clean. Even the tools they have to use, they have to be careful. Just so many different out there. I kind of, so far out of these, butter is something that I would usually get mostly, or sugars. And I'm not sure if any sugars on this. I don't think it is. Sugar,
Not unless they have jam on here.
they didn't put jam. I don't think that, we're on 4 or 3.
I think that we had the industry is constantly adding in new stuff, new textures, new consistencies, right? So now you have rosin jam. Whereas if you'd have sugar, which was a pretty oiled up concentrate, normally butane or CO2, and it looks kind of like a jam. It's tiny little crystals, just filled with that terpene, and it's really easy to dab.
I've not seen the rosin jam.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So wow, that's cool.
I have some. I'll have to bring some in.
Probably a little different in color too.
Or I'll be stopping by.
Either one. It's really good. I think out of all these, though, my favorite is a batter or a butter. A lot of people ask, what's the difference between a batter and a butter?
Right.
There's not a whole lot of difference. Right.
It's how they
there's a
whip
lot
it.
of names for a general term. So when for a general thing, so when you think of batter, it's the same as a butter.
Yeah.
Right.
The,
It is.
And the butter, isn't that just a little bit creamier?
I don't notice any difference in them, really.
It's
I don't
again age and how long it sets. I mean, I've seen some
that
where
might
they
be,
stamped
yeah.
it and it keeps the moisture in it a little bit, kind of like the rosins. Sugars, when you get them fresh from the dispo, the first week you get them, they're so wet, or they should be. But again, over time, it just kind of sucks into the product.
Yeah.
The next one we're going to cover is number 4. It's actually live resin. This is not to be confused with rosin that we were
Yes.
talking about earlier. I am not a huge fan of resin. We're also not talking about the resin you push out the end of your pipe.
No.
That
Big difference.
Oh, big difference. And honestly, there for a while when I heard this, I was like, "Oh, I'm not buying that. There's no way I'm buying. Where's the resin coming from?" Well, live resin is a concentrate derived from a fresh, frozen cannabis plant, capturing the insurance of the plants in its entirety. The process preserves full spectrum of the cannabinoids and terpenes, resulting in more potency, flavorful products compared to their concentrates. The unique flavor profile of live resin stands out due to its rich and diverse terpene count. These convolvulate compounds are responsible for the aroma and taste of cannabis, which are more pronounced in live resin, thanks to the preservation and methods during the extraction.
Yep.
Everything's through the extraction.
So the real important thing to take away, okay, so you have solvent-based and you have solventless.
Right.
Okay. Everything that is CO2, butane, any of those processes, those are all solvent-based. Resin, live resin, that is a solvent-based live product. Okay. So when I'm saying live, I mean that same day that they're harvesting the plants, they're taking the buds off of it.
Super wet.
They're taking the buds off of it and they're putting it into their packs and they're putting it in the freezer and deep freezing it.
Deep freeze, not
They
regular.
are freezing those glands so that nothing has degraded or gone off into the air. Nothing has off-gassed off of it. It still has the most amount of terpenes before they could take and dissolve into the air.
Dude, I was so nervous whenever at the lab one day when we started getting fresh frozen flour and testing. I'm like, what the hell? How are we going to get fresh frozen transferred? You know what I mean? Without any kind of contamination. Secret's dry ice, but it's very dangerous, so be careful. Also on how you dispose of dry ice, be careful. But yeah, we did it. I mean, we did test it for them, so we were able to transfer it back, keep it in deep freeze state, and be able to test the potency and microbials and everything of it. And I was like, it was crazy because we got like 6 of them at once, and I'm like, I was overwhelmed. I was worried about
I
like
can understand
some kind
that,
of
not wanting it to
contaminating wet
degrade
weed
in any way, and
But we did it, and I thought that was really cool, and I thought it was neat that this is what they were doing, live resins. So I mean, basically, the carts that were out there, which are liquid, they're the ones that have a lot of resin in them. They usually cost a little bit more than distillate ones, and they're definitely darker in color. Number 5 is rosin.
Yes.
Show me green. This is your category here.
Yeah.
Rosin.
Let me get there.
My cousin, he works with me at the lab too, and after work we have sessions, and he's really got me turned on to his Seahorse has like a super battery. It's amazing. I cannot get pleasure out of mine at all. I get no hit. It don't do. I've charged it. I cannot get a good hit to save my life. And my cousin has a fucking one, same thing, but man, it's solid. I've went through like 3 or 4 of those things, man.
Yeah.
So with these concentrates, there's devices and things out there to do these. It's important to research, but like Seahorse is a pretty good brand. I couldn't get a hit like I did on his.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's a lot of things to it. Like there's different tips. There's different coils. There's different buckets. There's just different things to use.
Yep. But okay, so with rosin, all right, that is solventless. So they didn't use any butane. They didn't use any CO2. They use no other extraction methods other than using water.
No alcohol.
Okay, and so you can have regular rosin, right? And that's actually previously dried buds that they took and they let them dry and cure, and then they washed them, and they made rosin from that. A lot of times that's what I'll take and make for food grade rosin is all of your sugar leaves and everything that you've trimmed off after they've dried. You can take and make rosin from that. It's just not going to be as flavorful and as good as a live rosin, but you can definitely use that. So there is a difference between rosin and live rosin, the same as with resin and live resin. Oops, gotta stop hitting that. Here you go.
So looking at the screen, would you say that that's live being fresh pressed?
Well, honestly, that's no, that you won't be able to tell based off of that. Normally, I mean, the color might be a little bit darker, but I've had some rosin that I've pressed off of dried material that comes out white.
Huh.
So really, it just depends on what color the trichrome heads are at the time of your wash and when you're extracting them. right there, that's pretty much what you want, because even with as dark as that is, it's going to take and lighten as it's curing. So don't always be discouraged by your initial press. If it's a little bit dark, it does lighten up during the curing process.
It's definitely one of the cleanest concentrate extractions out there, for sure. So someone that was trying to be clean and green, that's definitely the way to go. Or bougie. That's a hell of a spread.
Yeah. Going back to the question that you asked me earlier with the strawberry bubbles. So the process I do is it's a half dry. So I dry it for half.
Good job.
For half of the normal time, which is 14 to 16 days. At that 7-8 day mark, then I'll buck it down, take the buds off, put it in the freezer, and get it ready for processing. The reason that I do that is you're giving the trichrome heads a little bit more time to harden, right? Because what's happening as you're drying out your plants, all of your trichrome heads, they're going from being soft and supple, kind of think like a grape, as it's going through the drying process to be a raisin. That's the exact same process that a trichrome head is going through.
Makes sense.
So if you make that skin a little bit tougher halfway through your dry, you're sacrificing a little bit of the fresh live terpenes, but you're going to get a bigger yield.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So it's just a give and take kind of process. The last time I did it with strawberry bubbles, I did a live wash.
Yeah.
And it was like a 4.2% wash
Damn.
by the time I was done. When the other one I did, my half dry, I had almost a 6% return from doing that, which that's a huge difference.
Right.
For the amount that you're washing,
100%.
that makes a big difference. So now I didn't notice that much of a difference between the terpene quality. Like I could tell a subtle difference, but not enough that
Not nothing that was really
it wasn't justifiable. Right.
right.
So
It's funny you were talking about the
not worth that loss.
Exactly.
At all.
Yeah.
I was talking to J-Dog when he rolled up, and we were. I was telling him I had to take down that Panama Red because I'll be honest with you, the only part that was good was the top, but I wanted that whole stalk, to be honest. Like that was a 14-footer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's so
My mom-
nice when they reach that.
My mama up there, it started raining. It was getting cold. I knew it was in frost, so I was out here working late, cutting down the blueberry, shaking it, making sure I got it good, fan, everything.
Right.
Did humidifier in the floor, away from the plants, keeping it 60-60, dude. I rolled 60-60 for like a whole week.
Yeah.
And it's going to be good the rest of the week. It's warming up a little bit, but as long as I keep that big door closed, we're good. But all the heads on that Panama Red, I was going to leave it, and then Mom told me, cut it down. And Mom knows best, so I went ahead and cut it down. I know she's going to listen. But I looked at the heads because I didn't think it was going to be any THC on it. You seen it, man. It was tiny, tiny buds.
Yeah.
Again, it's old genetics. So, I mean, that's one of the older plants.
Yep,
That's
old
why
school.
you got all the seeds and stems and all that. Because not one thing, they don't look like a seed did. But the cola on the top smells so fucking good.
Yeah.
So I grabbed the loop, and the loop is a little magnifying glass that I used when I worked at US Tool. And I got in there, and I was looking at it real close and zooming in, and 95% of the heads are milky and curled. But they're such tiny buds, but that's fine. There wasn't no amber, but it's a real strong sativa.
It's still going to be fun to try.
It's going to be really fun to try. And actually, when I smelt it before I cut it down, it's funny how much smell you lose when you cut a plant down.
All right.
When you're watering it, you're always like,
Yeah.
wow, you can smell at the top of the road. It's 200 yards away. And then you cut it down.
The wind blows
it's
a little
hanging.
bit, and you're like,
Yes.
oh, yeah.
You're just like, I smell it. And it's not your upper lip. And it's the plants that you got growing. But yeah, I'm going to be able to probably turn all that into oil and butter. So little buds, but I'll still take off the big fan leaves, and I'll just decarb it and get all that oil.
Yeah, save that top, though. We got to smoke a
Oh,
little
yeah, I
bit
saved
of
it. You know I did. I got tops all of them.
Yeah, we got to try that out.
So
sure.
to get on to the
But
other concentrate.
The rest of it will make perfect edibles, though.
Yeah. Well, when you were saying the heads, and J-Dog told me when they're real milky like that and curled that it's pretty good solid head. He's right.
Yeah.
I didn't really think. I was just so sad the buds were small, and I kind of just get sad about it, and then I don't think about the positive things. So always look for the positive. Where's Jake when you need him?
Yeah.
All right. So concentrate number 6. This is going to be Crumble.
Yeah.
Crumble is what your boy Travioli's been infusing his pre-rolls with.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been putting into whatever flour it is I have smoking on at that point. I put a rice size. Sometimes there's 2 rice sizes. If it's 2, good, congratulations.
Yeah.
But I'm putting it in the center. I'm taking a lot of time to make them, and it's very consistent. And yeah, I'm using crumble. So the crumble is basically, it's just also known as honeycomb crumble wax, which goes back to what we were talking about earlier. It's a type of cannabis concentrate with a soft, crumbly texture. Easily to handle, looks like cheese. Breaks apart. It's very nice to dose. Like I said, even if you just want to buy some concentrate just to keep on deck for those special nights. Rice size in a bowl. Just flour, a little bit of rice, or not rice, a rice-sized grain of concentrate or crumble, and then weed on top. And then you kind of got like a little moon rock kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's a little sandwich. It's got a
Little sandwich.
Yeah, you know.
It's a nice sandwich.
Oh yeah, it's a good one. Well, it's also a good way if you got a good, if you have a good concentrate that you really, really like the flavor of, don't be afraid to take and put it on top of a bowl.
Right.
You know, I do that a lot just because it adds so much flavor to it. So if you have a weed that's been sitting around for a little while, it's kind of lost what it originally had, you know, you can take and put a little bit of a concentrate on top of that, and it makes it right back to normal, way better. So there's a lot of different uses for it. I love concentrates. I use concentrates pretty much every day. I actually dab more than I smoke flower. So I love concentrates.
Yeah.
But as you start using concentrates, you'll really start figuring out which ones exactly that you do like and you don't like.
Right.
And
your body will accept.
Yeah, exactly. And really, you got to keep in mind it is concentrated. If you're not a sativa type of person and you have anxiety, man, don't take a half-gram dab to start. Just start out with concentrate. Start out
Knowing your
small
equipment.
and work your way up.
Yep.
Would be the biggest thing that I could say. We all had that friend that's like, "Oh, you've never had a dab? Let's have a dab." And he pulls one out. And it's like a fucking.
They just want you to see the
half-gram.
damn outer space.
Yeah,
Just stars everywhere.
Yeah, it's like, dude, don't be that guy. Just
No, because you can pop a lung. So there is some
Oh, the
cons.
coughing off of it. Yeah.
I had
something like that.
A buddy of mine hit a blunt once, and he wasn't a regular smoker at all, and didn't smoke cigarettes, and went coughing and popped a hole in his lung.
Wow. Yeah.
And yeah, it was crazy because we were young, uneducated, and didn't know what happened, and it was scary. So, but with dabs, it's easier to do that with, no?
Well, going into that, what's your preferred method for having a dab?
My preferred method?
Yeah.
So, I can't find nothing better. I like the Randy's Louvre.
Oh, me too.
The cup that I can put it in and I can drink. I love this. That's why it's always on deck close to me. I wish I had a different bucket for it, because what happens is the inside of this, there's 2 coils.
Uh-huh.
And you put it on them coils, and that's what vaporizes it. But it's hard to clean.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Without breaking them
I'm
and
very,
everything,
without just burning them up, you know?
Yeah.
So if I could get a bucket, I would like that. But honestly, what I use mostly when I do have concentrate is going to be the Rhino, the little dyno kit that I have.
Okay.
It's got a little torch, heat up the glass. I don't like that part, but I know that I can time it.
Right.
And I can tell by the color of it when it goes away, that's when I'm ready.
Yeah.
It's just funny how you get your method of doing it. But again, I don't dab a lot.
Yeah.
I can feel it when I dab. I can feel it in my throat. I can feel it in my lungs. Not when I smoke it with flour, but if I just straight dab, or our last concentrate is distillate. We're not a big fan of distillate. Distillate can be from the dirtiest flour out there.
Yeah, I don't mess with
I mean, they
distillate.
can distillate. They basically are extracting just the THC, and it's science, and it's proven fact that they can do that.
Mm-hmm.
But we're just principle kind of guy. So I always try staying away from the carts and edibles that are made of distillate. But I'm going to be honest, it's hard to find just rosin gummies, except for a brand right now at the Vibe dispensary that they had dialed in. They're live rosin, and I love that.
Yeah.
And they taste so good.
They have the Vibe gummies or live rosin.
The Vibes are amazing gummies too. Yeah. I can't wait to get some of those too. They just taste good, and they're effective. We went trick or treating, and I wear my Charlie Brown outfit, my shirt.
Yeah.
I wear it every year. I bought it 5 years ago.
It's a great
I
shirt,
wore it
yes.
5 times, and it's been Halloween every fucking time. But it
That was the
fits
first
me.
thing I said when I saw him. I was
fits
like,
me.
"Oh, it's a great shirt, man."
It fits me, Charlie Brown and Travioli. We could have ran together if we would knew each other back then. But as far as going back to the concentrate, to wrap up about that, there are cons. Dosage controls, they're potent. You can't forget that. Learning to know what the proper way of doing it, whether it's too hot, whether that's why these machines are nice that they have. They do cost, but once you find one, how do you like your Randy Louv?
Oh, I love it.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
You had to have it after you tried it. And,
Yeah.
it's you don't have to put no thought into it. Some of the safety concerns when using concentrate, it's essential. It's priority to safety. Make sure you're not driving, heating up a piece of glass while you're trying to drive.
Yeah. Using a butane torch while
100%.
driving.
It's not a good thing.
Yeah,
Not a good
there's-
way to go about it.
Danger.
Start with small dosages. Don't just so you don't start low, build slow, save money.
Same with the edibles.
Impact on your health. This is some of the things that I think it's pretty important to know about concentrate because they can be prevented, but if you don't know, you don't know. While concentrates are offered potent effects, I can't even talk. Negative health outcomes, respiratory issues. So if you have respiratory issues, you don't want to be vaping. You don't want to be dabbing.
No.
There's edibles though, so you can go that route. Just don't forget, high potency is the main thing. Like Show Me Green said, there ain't nothing having a real bad coughing effect. And 60, 90%. Oh, I was damn near on the money. I said 55. I lowballed it a little bit, but yeah, that covers concentrates. Just so you guys know, a little bit of difference between them.
Mm-hmm.
I had a couple of listeners ask what's the difference, and most of them were just saying, I want dabs. And I'm like, what kind of dabs?
There's so many kinds of dabs.
There's so what do you mean? Like, well, I don't
Break
care.
it down.
I don't care. Do you want
break it
sativa, indica, hybrid? Oh, I don't care. Just dabs. I want some concentrate dabs. Like, that's the scariest thing to be running around asking somebody.
Yeah, that's really hard.
That's the same thing as running around asking somebody if they have a pill. Do you have a pill?
Right.
Do you have a pill? Do you have a pill? Do you have a pill? Well, what for? I just need a pill. You wouldn't do that. So don't do that with your weed, right?
Yeah. No, that's
Never thought about that.
No, I haven't.
So, with that being said, is there anything else you guys want to cover? Touch base with Show Me Green or J-Dog?
No.
I'm excited to try it. J-Dog brought in a soda. You saw me drinking it earlier. That was one of his fermented sodas. They are so good. I would really, really enjoy drinking those. It wasn't real sweet, and that's what I love. I don't like real sweet shit.
I drink
And
them up pretty quick.
juice.
Yeah.
I love juice,
Yeah.
but it's just they're usually too sweet.
Yeah, I really like them.
And how many milligrams was in that, you
It was
said?
around 7 milligrams.
7?
Yeah.
It's very low.
Yeah, I liked it though. It was really good. Love the mango one.
Yeah. I
That
do
one just
too.
really hit you.
Well, yeah, I always drink it with a gummy.
Yeah.
So combining the two, you get like a 1-2 punch.
bet.
They're great.
Which speaking
1,
of,
2, 1, 2.
I will be making more gummies this afternoon.
Oh,
so,
cool.
Oh,
Cool.
awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you are going to be making them with what?
The gummies?
Yeah, oil?
Oh, yeah.
You'll use
yeah.
cannabis oil?
Yeah.
Nice. I didn't know you slipped tincture. Tincture always confuses me.
Good
Well,
gummies.
I mean,
I'm still using the salt, man. I still use salt in my food with that just
Oh,
because
yeah.
you don't need that much. It's that Himalaya salt.
Yeah.
So I don't have to be like,
Yeah,
and hear Amy be like, hey, watch your sodium count. I'm like, girl, I ain't watching that. It ain't watching me.
I actually made up some infused flour the other night as well. So
Oh, interesting.
yeah, I've got a whole container full of flour that I'm anxious to start using next. So
Tell you what, man, don't go and try to bake a cake at Jim's place.
No.
no,
Don't.
everything's
Dude,
infused. So
everything
yeah,
is. You got-
the butter, the oils, the salts, the
Jim's
sugars,
over here
the
like-
flour.
Jim's over here like, did you
Yeah.
see this spatula?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you? Don't worry about it. It's infused though.
I do have some molds for some spoons.
Yeah.
That I'll be making some infused chocolate for the hot chocolates and everything.
Dude, those
so.
those chocolate skulls that you made looked awesome.
Oh, they did. They turned out
Yeah.
fabulous. They
they
were
look
neat,
really
yeah.
good.
I didn't get to see somebody cut open one of the white chocolate ones, and I really wanted to see that because that had the red velvet cake inside.
Oh yeah.
So the
Yeah.
white would have had to have looked neat,
Oh,
breaking
yeah.
open and everything.
With the raspberry.
Yeah.
Raspberries are so good. That's my
now
favorite jelly.
The chocolate ones were the ones that I made with the raspberry.
Oh, okay.
That was a chocolate cake with the raspberry filling, and
That just sounds amazing. At the end of the show, that sounds really amazing. The thing is about these is they're delicious, and then you eat them, and you think you're killing, the objective that I got munchies. I'm going to eat this, but then 20 minutes later, it hangs around. And it's like
yeah.
your belly is maybe even bubbling. Like, you don't eat something,
Yeah.
and it's like I already did. I ate a piece of cake, and then to go in. Oh, we do.
Yep. If you're gonna have edibles, make sure you got munchies.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Before game, like even
just go ahead and do it.
in fact, if you're listening to the show and you're smoking weed, get your munchies the first stop out so that you just got them and you got them at home. Because I've done that. I went there and picked up. Amy's like, "Why are you buying sour Skittles and all this at 8 in the morning?" I'm like, "Because I'm gonna want them tonight.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna want them tonight, and I'm probably not gonna remember I want
Yeah.
them until I actually do this." So. It's funny the things you do in your age as you get older.
Yeah.
Start
Yeah.
priority, I'm doing this, and this.
Yep.
That's how it is.
Well, I mean, it's like you don't take and go, like back from church. You're going to go and watch a football game at your house. You don't take and go back and watch the game without bringing any food, any wings,
Right,
any,
right, right.
any beer, like
Right.
anything, right?
Yeah.
You're doing the exact same thing. You're just preparing yourself for a good time. So pick yourself up some food to go along with it.
Be prepared.
Yep, that's it. Always be prepared.
All right, with that being said, we got football today. Chiefs are going to play. It's going to be a good game. You guys got your traviolis to take home with you?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yep. Sure do.
Thank you for the infused peanut butter. I'm going to enjoy that for sure. And I want to thank you all for tuning in.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Have a great day. Flossing on Davis Crossing, y'all.
Bye.
I caught the vibe, now I'm feeling alive. Running through the trenches on my soul, I'ma thrive. Haters got the whip like Chanel #5.